Beechcraft King Air product line has been in continuous production since 1964. More than 6,000 aircraft have been sold for corporate, commercial, and special mission operations. First deliveries in 1990 as a successor to the Model 300, the King Air 350 is distinguished by its stretched fuselage, winglets, and completely new interior. As the largest and most powerful of the three current production King Air models, the 350 is a heavy hauler capable of carrying a full load of passengers 1,700 miles, well above the weather at altitudes up to 35,000 feet. King Air 350 has two Pratt & Whitney PT6A free turbine engines, each rated at 1,050 horsepower, and is equipped with Hartzell 4-bladed automatic feathering, reversible pitch propellers. The aircraft flight deck includes a Rockwell Collins 3-tube integrated flight information system that greatly decreases pilot workload and minimizes fatigue. There may be no other aircraft in the world as versatile, reliable, and as rugged as Beech King Air 350. It is the true executive luxury utility vehicle and one of the most successful turbine aircraft in business aviation today.
Good morning. My name is Todd Wright. I'm a charter pilot for Mayo Aviation here in Denver, Colorado. We're looking at a flight today from Centennial here over to Telluride, and today we'll be flying the King Air 350, a great airplane for mountain flying. Looking at the weather here in Telluride, the METARs are showing 10 and clear. Not expecting anything unusual getting up there. Should be a pretty flight. We'll check the radar here. Not a cloud in the sky. Glad we're not going to the southeast. Looking at the winds aloft here, we're looking at 28,000 feet going on there, so I pulled up 30,000. Winds are going to be kind of light and variable. Looks like off our quartering right front. Look at some, see what their turbulence are like. Some air mets. We'll look at the turbulence, showing pretty free and clear there with no turbulence. Looking like it'll be a good flight going back into there. $350 is a great airplane. You can take usually 10 people, full of fuel, and generally will go about 1,500, 1,800 miles, depending on winds aloft. And what you're looking at there is the capabilities of taking all the people and all the fuel, and generally pretty much go anywhere that your bladder can take you.
What do you find your best operating altitudes are in the 350?
The King Air 350, from my experience, been flying it for 6-7 years now, right around 28,000, 27,000. You can take them up into the 30s, getting winds aloft for fuel burns, but generally for fuel and speed, about 280 is about your best altitude.
How is it operating the 350 as a single pilot?
The King Air 350 is a great single pilot airplane. Initially it's a lot of workload till you get used to it, but things are laid out in it very easily set up for single pilot operations, and generally it's a great airplane to fly by yourself, and a very stable airplane on approach, and great airplane on your in-sprint approaches.
How are the handling qualities of the aircraft at the higher flight levels?
King Air 350 is like any of the other King Airs, very stable, rock solid airplane. Even at high altitudes, the controls are very, very livable.
So what's it like flying into Telluride?
At Telluride, we're looking at about a 50-minute flight over there. It's an airport that kind of sits on a plateau beneath some mountains, and we'll be coming around a mountain and kind of down a big wide valley straight in for Telluride there. Sits at about 9,100 feet, and beautiful flight.
our aircraft, advise ground control direction of flight. The following special procedures in effect. Advise ground control when you're ready for departure. Advise initial contact. You have information Sierra. Sentinel Airport information Sierra 1653 Zulu. Wind 1507. Temperature -2. Newport -11. Altimeter 3026. Visual approach in use. Landing runway 17 left. Runway 17 right and runway 28. Departing runway 17 left and runway 10. Notices to airmen. Snow banks in excess of 24 inches in all ramp areas. Ramp areas have thin slush. Braking action there. All these are aircraft advise ground control direction of flight. The following special procedures in effect. Advise ground control when you're ready for departure. Advise initial contact. You have information Sierra. 123.7. 123.7. 01 Echo. Internal 03 Papa, change my frequency 123.7.
Continue clearance, King Air 350 Judah Bravo with Sierra IFR Telluride.
Just cross Alpha to the ramp. King Air 350 Judah Bravo, Centennial clearance on request.
JB.
King Air 350 Julia Bravo is cleared to the Telluride Airport via the Rockies 4 departure, Dev Creek transition, direct Baba intersection, direct Montrose, direct, I believe it's the Cones VOR Echo Tango Lima, direct, maintain 8,000, Denver departure frequency is 132.75, squawk 5175.
Judah Bravo's cleared to Telluride, Rockies 4, Dove Creek transition with Baba and then Montrose, Cones, and direct 8,032.75, 5175.
Here, 0 Julia Bravo, read back correct.
Options 519 to Dallas Love with Sierra.
Options 851, just let me know when you're ready to go. Option 519, 10-4 departure, red table transition. Victor
And we're ready to taxi out.
Junction VOR, maintain 8,000. Denver departure frequency is 132.75. Squawk 5177. 519 is cleared to the Dallas left field via the Pike Street departure, Pueblo transition. Jet 17, Tobe, then as filed, maintain 8,000. Denver departure frequency is 132.75. Squawk 3757.
And ground, King Air 350 Judah Bravo with Sierra, ready to taxi out from Mayo.
Options 519, Pikes 3 departure on Jet 17, Tango Bravo Echo, then as filed, rush read back with correct. Options 519, read back correct. King Air 350 Julia Bravo, continue ground, taxi to runway 17 left, remain this frequency, please, setting IFR release.
17 left for JB, we'll need a run up at the end, ma'am.
Here, 0 Julia Bravo, let me know when you're ready to go.
JB.
Options 896, Centennial cleared.
Yeah, ground clear 401 contributors off. Also 11 taxi to the Jet Center.
Boy, I've never had that request before. I don't know about that. I'll have to call Denver Approach. Options 851, close to the hold line, monitor tower, they'll call you. Options 851, roger. Anyone else waiting for taxi?
Yeah, we'll just go through our before checkoff checklist here and make sure we're ready to go. Trend tabs all up for takeoff here. Do some overspeed governor tests and primary governor tests here.
Tower option 437 is with you. Off of, see, we're here at Alpha and taxi to Denver Jet Center.
Options 437, Centennial ground, north on Alpha, taxi to departure.
North on Alpha, we can do that, option 437.
ground bearing 211 Delta Foxtrot, we're ready to go on 175.
1 Papa Foxtrot, stand by.
Looking to make sure the overspeed governor catches the props there. And it looks like it does. Low ground pitch stop checks here. Do an auto feather check.
Is anyone calling ground tilt to stand by?
For the light to flash, make sure the prop does feather.
Baron 1 Papa Foxtrot, monitor charge the hold line.
Do a primary governor check here.
1 Papa Foxtrot, you're in the back of the run various, sir. Actually, you need to pull up. I understand you want to wait for that jet, but as soon as they move...
Right governor covers work.
1 Papa Foxtrot, we'll wait for the jet to move, and we're up there, monitor.
And just go down through the checklist there, make sure we're complete. Take off final items here. Hit airs are on, cabin temp okay, generator loads. Load 30%, look good for takeoff. Annunciator lights, make sure all our light bulbs are checking. Everything looks good there. Responders on ALT, lights on. Heat ice protection, V1's 95, V2 100, V2 B105. And we're ready for takeoff. And ground, King Air 350, Jude Bravo's ready to go in sequence.
Here, 0 Julie Bravo, got your release. Monitor tower, you are number 3 behind the Baron. He'll be pulling up 30 seconds.
Jude Bravo, number 3 behind the Baron.
Yeah, 17 left flex jet, 429.
5 Golf Alpha, circle line.
At 7,500, turn right heading 320, contact number departure, good day.
Right to 320 and over to departure, option 651.
Julie Bravo, Centennial Tower, runway 17 left position and hold traffic alert at about 7 miles out.
Position hold for Julie Bravo. Okay, folks, go lining up on the runway. Sit back
Bear
and
1
have a
Papa
good flight.
Foxtrot, turn right heading 300, contact number departure.
1 Papa Foxtrot, right 300, and over to departure.
Commander Victor Bravo, turn left Alpha 11, contact ground 18.
Alpha 11 over to ground, and Victor Bravo.
Air 0 Julie Bravo, fly runway heading, runway 17 left, clear for takeoff, wind 1608.
Julie Bravo, clear for takeoff, runway heading. Alrighty, here we go.
Clear 136 Julie Papa over the reservoir, 171.
Clear 136 Julie Papa, Centennial Tower.
Power's coming in.
Runway 17 left, clear land, wind 1609.
Airspeed looking alive.
171, 6 Julie Papa.
80 knots, looking good. B1, B1, VR,
Donna 118
and
Julie
V2.
Centennial Tower, verify you have information tango.
Aussie rate gear coming up. It's off. Got amp on.
Katana 8 Charlie Lima, enter left downwind, runway 17 left, report midfield.
Enter left, down, for runway 17 left, 118 Charlie Lima.
Katana 8 Charlie Lima, report midfield.
Fort midfield, 118 Charlie Lima.
We go through 400 feet, we'll go through our climb checklist. Power set, props at 1600, engine sync on. Engine instruments are looking okay. Flip over to some flight information.
Right heading 280, contact number departure.
280 and going to departure, JB. And that horn you heard was just 1,000 feet to go to our 8,000 altitude. Turn departure, King Air 350, Judah Bravo. Yeah, 7,500 for 8,000, turn into 280.
Number 350 Julie Bravo, Denver departure, radar contact approach on 126.1.
26-1, good evening, ma'am.
2 o'clock and 3 miles. Currently southbound. Has been doing some maneuvering, indicating 8,000 more.
5 golf, please.
And there's our 8,000 feet. Denver departure, King Air 350, Judah Bravo's with you at 8,000 feet, turn into 260.
Turn 350 Juliet Bravo, Denver approach enter. Turn 1 Papa Foxtrot, turn further right, heading 290 for now.
1 Papa Foxtrot, we're turning to the right, 290.
40 Juliet Bravo, climb and maintain 12,000.
12,000 for JB. On up to 12,000, folks. Looking at a beautiful mountains out there. Peak you're seeing off to the front there is Mount Evans.
Juliet Bravo, flighting 260.
Juliet Bravo's on heading at 260 for you.
And 2 Papa Golf, still joining that 2 o'clock traffic, but we do have somebody here at 12 o'clock down low.
2 Papa Golf, Roger.
And our TCAS is showing us that we got traffic just off our 1 o'clock here, 2,000 feet above us. It shows he's climbing here.
Officer D51, connecting Denver Center, 128.65. 0 Juliet Bravo, climbing 15,000, heading 270. Join the Rockies 4 departure to Baba.
Sir Judah Bravo, turn to 270, join the transition to Baba.
Number 1 Papa Foxtrot, traffic 12 o'clock and a mile northbound, out of 16,000 for 13,000.
Gonna climb into 350 here on power settings. Mainly just looking at your temperatures. You got a 785 degree temp limit on climb.
Papa Golf, looks good to descend to 7,500 for now, flighting 170.
And we just flipped over to the autopilot. We'll let George fly it here for a while.
One Papa Foxtrot now heading 280 and join the red table
There's
transition.
1,000 go to 15,000.
1 Papa Foxtrot, go to 280 and we'll join the transition.
King Air 0 Juliet Bravo, traffic 10 to 9 o'clock, 8 miles northeastbound of 16,000 is the dash 8.
Judah Bravo's looking for traffic. We got him on TCAS.
Number 2 Papa Golf is going to maintain 7,200.
7,200 now, 2 Papa Golf.
King Air 0 Juliet Bravo, that traffic 8 to 9 o'clock now on 3 miles.
Judah Bravo, got him in sight, no factor.
Bravo, come and maintain flight level 230.
Sir Judah Bravo on up to 230. And we're coming up on our transition here. We'll join, flip over to the nav mode on the FMS and let George fly the departure.
Juliet Bravo, connect Denver Center, 128.65.
2865 for JB. Good day, sir. Denver Center, good morning. King Air 350, Judah Bravo, 17-2 for 230.
King Air 350, Juliet Bravo, Denver, climbing and from 260.
260, JB. And as we're climbing through 18,000 feet, we'll set our altimeters to 10 or 2.
Foxtrot 314 is going to maintain 14,000.
Okay, 14,000, 5 star 314.
Roger. 15 miles, 40 the back condition.
Going to go ahead and set up an approach into the FMS unit here.
314 left. Your vision approach Eagle Airport. You can extend out.
Plan on shooting the GPS runway 9 approach over there.
Okay, we can do that for a little bit. We'll clear for the visual 5-star 314. Denver Center, bearing 21 Papa Foxtrot, wind 16.5, flight level 180.
Got it all loaded in the FMS, and once we get our clearance there, we'll just start flying the approach.
Juliet Bravo, contact Denver Center 132.85.
3285 for JB. Good day, sir.
Denver 551, Denver Center.
Good morning, Denver Center. King Air 350, Juliet Bravo with you at 218 for 260.
King 350, Juliet Bravo, Denver Center. Good morning, climb maintain, follow 280.
Sir, Juliet Bravo on up to 280. Thank you, sir. And we're going to go on up to 280. That'll be our cruising out Telluride this morning.
Denver options 467. We'd like to have 350 as the final table. Option 467, Roger. We'll show that. Contact Denver Center 126.87. 2687, Kevin 728.
Got 1,000 feet to go to our level off of cruising altitude at Beto.
Options 467, contact Denver Center 1.
Pretty good performance out of the 350 to make it from Centennial there to 280 in 13 minutes. Once we level off at 280, we'll set up with cruise power. We'll do that with the charts and pull the props back to 1,500 RPMs. And we'll go ahead and pull our props back to 1,500 RPM.
Foxy 55, reclear direct to McConnell. You need a heading?
Auto feathers coming off, strobe lights off.
Fighting,
Pull out our performance charts and see what power setting we need. About 68% power. Set that on our torques.
Yeah, 23, contact Denver Center 135, pull 12. 35, 139, 23.
2672, options 851. Good day.
As we're leveled off here at 280, we're doing 292 knots, 267 across the ground. We got the winds at 278 at 26 knots. Outside air temperature is minus 45 degrees Celsius. John will be there in 39 minutes. As everybody can see, we got a very clear morning across the mountains here. Just coming up over Leadville, Colorado. It's the highest paved airport in the United States. Just off our nose up there, about 30 miles, is Aspen area.
431, Denver Center, good morning, climb maintain, flight level 340. Continue climb to flight level 340, United 431.
Definitely can't beat flying in the Rockies in the wintertime. Beautiful mountains and smooth air.
So was that the call sign? United 1430? United 1430. After 1733, contact Denver Center 132.22. See you. 3222, Delta 1733. Good day, sir.
As we're all leveled off here in cruise now, we picked up to about 297 knots of true airspeed. So we got little winds out of the west at 27 knots there.
Delta 596, 10%, roger.
Off to our left here in this valley here is the Gunnison area.
Powder, taxi 609.
And Center 350 Judah Bravo, we got a request?
Zero, Juliet Bravo, go ahead.
Yeah, we'd like to set up to shoot the full GPS runway 9 approach into Telluride there. I wonder if we can get direct, I believe it's D-Yuck, that's the initial approach fix.
Zero, Juliet Bravo, descend to pilot discretion, maintain flight level 270, and I'll let you make that request on the next frequency. The guys are going to do the approach for you.
Okay, we're on down to 270 at this time. And we're going to slowly start our descent down to 270 so they can switch us over to the other controller that'll let us shoot the approach.
Frontier 566, contact Denver Center on 119.85. Good day. November 0 Juliet Bravo, contact Denver Center 125.35. Take care.
2535, you have a good day, sir.
3 United 1047, we're vacating 260 now.
And good morning, Denver Center. King Air 350 Judah Bravo's with you, leveling off at 270. We got a request?
350 Juliet Bravo, Denver, go ahead.
Yeah, we'd like to shoot the full GPS runway 9 approach into Telluride. Wonder if we can get direct D-Yuck.
350 Juliet Bravo, descend and maintain flight level 260, expect that.
I'm down to 260 and we'll expect that, sir.
Tower Sky 6285 on the ground, Moxon. 350 Juliet Bravo, and which fix did you want to start over?
Oh, it's D-Yuck, Delta Echo Yankee Uniform Charlie.
350 Juliet Bravo, roger for direct D-Yuck.
Judah Bravo, direct D-Yuck.
And Skyline 6285, you ready? Yes, sir, we're ready.
And Center has cleared us to direct to the initial approach fix for the GPS runway 9 approach. Make it easier to set up that way.
Maintain 15,000. Squawk 5132, you are released, report airborne. What's it down, rest on 5000, 5132, call in there, Sky 6285. At 749, descend and maintain 16,000.
And by getting that direct to that initial approach fix, it shortened our trip up a little bit, gained about 5 minutes. John will be there in about 17 minutes from now. And it looks like we got to start down here in about 8 miles or whenever Center will let us down. And Center, King Air 350 Judah Bravo, we'd like to start our descent in.
350 Juliet Bravo, descend and maintain 16,000, Telluride altimeter is 3021.
16,000, 3021, JB. And we'll go on down to 16. Go and pull up our descent checklist.
That was 3933, contact Salt Lake Center, 133.9, good day.
Pressurization, we got it set for Telluride's elevation of 9100. Altimeters are 3021. Armor auto feather, fuel's in balance, and power as required. We're going to be looking at a 102 VREF speed into Telluride today.
And at 1047, it's going to maintain 15,000. 16 for 15, United 1047. Air Shuttle 6282, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 200. Discretion 200, showing 32. 5-0 Juliet Bravo, descend to maintain 13,000.
13,000 for JB. Telluride's just sitting off here at about our 10 o'clock on the other side of the mountain ridge there. Kind of go up and around and come straight in for runway 9.
7184 Victor number for
Caravan 923 Julie Charlie 17000.
923 Juliet Charlie, number center, roger.
We are about 23 from the field right now. Okay, I can barely hear you.
Telluride area traffic Unicom, King Air 350 Judah Bravos. It's about 25 miles north of Cones, inbound landing planning on runway 9, full stop Telluride. Judah Bravo, thanks. We should be there in about 7-8 minutes and be on the ground for just about 20 minutes.
285.
210 knots, go 6285, thanks.
So Judah Bravo, go. We barely got you.
Under that, well, I guess I can let you guys get a little bit closer. Just contact me a little bit further.
We'll do it.
350 Juliet Bravo, cross Dayak, enter above 12,000. You put GPS 9, approach Telluride.
So Judah Bravo, cross deck at 12,000, cleared for the approach. Alrighty, Center. Center has cleared us for the approach, so we'll go across the initial at 12,000, and we'll maintain 12,000 all the way to shoot intersection.
Air Shuttle 6282, contact Aspen approach 123.8, good day.
1 to go to 12,000 for our initial altitude. And Center, King Air 350 Judah Bravo. Nice and clear up here. We'll go ahead and cancel IFR with you at this time.
350 Juliet Bravo, roger the cancellation. No reported traffic in the valley now. Stock BSR, talk to you later.
Judah Bravo's clock at 1200. We'll talk to you on the way out in a little bit.
Number 5618 Sierra, number
Okay, we just crossed Dayak, heading over to the Cones VOR for the approach. Slowing it down now. We're going to try to get below 202 knots and drop our approach flaps in. See the color coming up on the screen here. That's the TAJ unit working, showing the terrain.
Aspen approach 27 Romeo. Correction, Aspen Center, correction, Denver Center, 27 Romeo.
27 Romeo.
Romeo, I'd like to cancel IFR this time, get pick up the...
Here's our 202 knots. We can come in with approach flaps. Autopilot came off.
Flight following.
Telluride area traffic Unicom, King Air 350 Judah Bravo, 6 miles north of Cones, inbound landing planning on runway 9.
10 Romeo, thank you.
We're coming up to Cones. It'll flip us over into a left turn here to a heading of 098. Here we go. Maintain 12,000 till shoot the intersection. Then we can go down to 11,600. We'll go ahead and get that set in the altitude pre-select. And if you can look up ahead there, as we roll out here, you'll see a black strip in the white snow. That would be the runway.
Center, hello, 5-star 336 with you. We're climbing. Oh, we leveled out, 250.
3 miles to shoot, then we can start our descent down.
That's 336, everything right.
They're in traffic. Air Shuttle 6368, dash 8, taxiing from parking to runway 27, Telluride.
And we're just coming up over shoot. We're going to start our descent down. Gears coming down. Looking for 11.6 or MDA. We're going to keep right on going down that. We have the runway in sight. We can just go on with a visual from here. Got 3 green. We're going to land on runway 9. Telluride area traffic, King Air 350 Judah Bravo's 5 mile final for runway 9, full stop Telluride. Going full flaps. Little pitch down there. And we're going to be looking for a 102 VREF speed over the numbers. Goddamn's coming off. Props coming forward.
47, all right, we'll cancel. That's the way back.
Good morning, Center Hawker 805, just image leaving 31-7, flight level 270. Descend flight level 200, 50 Lima.
$500.
Affirmative, sir. 5-star 336, Mark 5. We have Telluride sight, leaving 17 with 13. Clear for visual, pre-Julie Charlie.
Telluride area traffic, King Air 350 Judah Bravo's clearing runway 9.
King Air at Telluride, this Air Shuttle 6369. Did you guys come in IFR?
Okay.
Yeah, we canceled way out there though.
Just double check. We got all of Denver, but they said we're waiting for an IFR to cancel. Must be somebody else. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, we canceled about 30 miles out there for you.
Yeah, it looks like this unit government says it's 208 inbound on IFR.
350 at Telluride, just around. I'll lead you.
Jet Bravo.
Telluride, traffic, Caravan 923 Juliet Charlie, down on the ILS, but we're about 10 miles out. Telluride, 3 Juliet Charlie, I understand there's IFR waiting for to leave. That's Air Shuttle 6369, we're holding short of runway 27. Probably wait for you guys to come in. Okay, why don't you go ahead and launch off, because we're going to be on the offset. You just take it straight out, we'll have it wired. Are you guys coming in IFR? No, we canceled. Alright, then maybe there's somebody else, because Denver hasn't given us our release yet. Thanks, though. No. So we'll continue to hold short. Well, I think you got time for a cup of coffee by the time we get there.
And we made it to Telluride, shut down, and nice flight.
Telluride Regional Airport is North America's highest commercial airport at an elevation of 9,078 feet. With an average of over 60 aircraft operations a day, the Telluride Airport can be a busy place. The airport is located in the San Juan Mountains, 1,000 feet above the San Miguel River, on a mesa surrounded on all three sides by 14,000-foot peaks. The runway slopes downhill almost 2% from both ends to a low near the midway point of a 6,800-foot runway. Because the area is popular with many who can afford their own jet transportation, there's considerable light jet traffic at Telluride Region. Who knows, on the ramp you could witness the arrival of one of the town's many celebrity residents, such as Tom Cruise, Oprah Winfrey, Ralph Lauren, or Sylvester Stallone. Telluride was founded in 1878 and is now a registered National Historic District. Enticing fortune seekers with visions of silver and gold, the boomtown flourished into a thriving mining community of 5,000. The area's enormous wealth attracted the likes of Butch Cassidy and the Wild Bunch. In June of 1889, the gang coolly robbed San Miguel National Bank of $24,000. It was Butch Cassidy's first robbery. By the turn of the century, more multimillionaires per capita lived in Telluride than in New York City. But after the silver prices crashed, followed by the First World War, the miners moved on and the town's population dwindled back down to the hundreds. After the Telluride ski resort opened in 1973, the town spun back into high gear. Today, lured by Telluride's famous powder, snowboarders and skiers flock to this remote and beautiful place in the winter, while outdoor enthusiasts, festival goers, and history buffs are attracted to Telluride after the snow melts.
Okay, ready to taxi out? Telluride area traffic Unicom, King Air 350 Judah Bravo, taxi now for runway 27.
And Telluride traffic, Air Shuttle 6367-8, taxiing to 27 after the King Air, Telluride. Jet 837, Telluride site. Jet 837, Telluride site. Okay, we'll go ahead and cancel at this time. We'll call you on the way out. Jet 837. Telluride traffic, exec jet 837, citation Encore is just south of the field, about 4 miles south of the field at 16,000, intending a right downwind to runway 9 at Telluride. Okay, 3019, and I've got one of them in sight for exec jet 837. 37, how long will we be in Telluride? We'll be there about 3 hours.
Uh, 837, glider 5021 over the ski area, 11,700, should be no factor for you.
Okay, thank you, sir. We saw you on the way overhead.
And citation on downwind for Telluride. What's your location now?
Exit jet 837, we're 5 miles to the west. We weren't going to turn inbound until you called out.
Okay, we're just getting ready to depart. Do you want to wait for me to depart, or you want to come on in?
No, come on out, and we're going down to 10,005.
Alrighty, Telluride area Unicom, King Air 350 Judah Bravo, departing runway 27.
Telluride traffic, exec jet 837, citation Encore. We're turning about an 8-mile final for Telluride.
Alrighty, here we go. Positive rate gear coming up.
Okay, thanks. We'll normal speed for Papa.
Here's 5030.
King Air, where you at?
Judah Bravo, we're just off the departure end, hanging off to the left here a little bit.
Alrighty. And we're on an extended center line now at 8 miles.
So Judah Bravo, we got you out there on TCAS. You're just coming down through about 12, it looks like.
Firm.
How far out is the inbound traffic for Telluride? Yeah, we're at 7.5 miles.
Telluride area traffic, King Air 350, Judah Bravo Street, 12,000 citations inside.
Exec Jet 837, thank you, sir. We got you inside off at our 2 o'clock.
That's me.
$1985, 780 Wolf, see you later. United 394, good day.
Telluride traffic, exec jet 837, citation encore on a 4-mile final runway 9, Telluride.
201 Echo Golf.
There's somebody behind you guys, exec? Not that we know of. Okay, thanks.
Denver Center, King Air 350, Judah Bravo.
King Air 350, Judah Bravo, good.
Yeah, Judah Bravo, we're just off Telluride through 14,000 feet, showing 10 west of Cones. I'd like to pick up our IFR to Denver Centennial.
Telluride traffic, Beachhead 82 Golf Bravo with 30 miles to the southwest.
Currently do have an aircraft cleared off from Telluride. You can expect clearance leaving 16000.
5164, JB.
And Center 824 Golf Bravo, I'd like to start down and we'll go ahead and cancel once we get down.
Center 824 Golf Bravo, roger, and descend and maintain 16,000. Telluride altimeter 3019er. I have the current weather at Telluride when you're ready.
Go ahead.
And November 4 Golf Bravo, Telluride 2010 automated weather, sky clear. Temperature -3, dew point -17. Altimeter 3019er.
Thank you, and confirm that down to 16,000.
Range 24 Golf Bravo, affirmative, descend and maintain. Actually, you can descend and maintain 12,000.
12,000, thank you.
November 350, Julia Bravo, squawk 5122 and ident.
5122, JB.
Taking November 11 Echo Golf, climb, maintain flight level 260.
260, 1 Echo Golf.
Route 45.
That was a beautiful ride up out of Telluride.
November 350, Julia Bravo, radar contact 10 miles north of Telluride. You are cleared to the Centennial Airport via direct to Larks. Larks 5 arrival. Climb and maintain flight level 250 altitude.
There's Judah Bravo's leaving 17.5 for 250, cleared direct Larks, Larks 5 arrival, Centennial.
Range 24 Golf Bravo, cross cone there above 1.
And we just got our clearance up to 250. That'll be our final altitude into Centennial this afternoon.
Range 24 Golf Bravo.
Cleared us right to Larks intersection, which is a fix for the arrival into Centennial.
120, departing Telluride here shortly. Earlier, you had his approach clearance.
Coming up through 18,000, we've switched to 2992.
Okay, thanks.
Denver Center Challenger 525 Sierra Delta with you at 31.5 for 270.
Challenger 525 Sierra Delta, Denver Center, roger. Just going to maintain flight level 230.
Down to 230 for 525 Sierra Delta.
November 555, Zulu Tango contact, Denver Center 118.57.
11857, Zulu Tango, good day.
United 1046 contact, Denver Center on 119.85, 1985. 1985, United 1046. 241 Romeo, roger. I'm showing the weather reporting VFR. I do have a note over here that there's possibly loose snow on the runway. However, last aircraft report going in there was a dry runway. Descend at pilot's discretion now to maintain 17,000. What type of approach are you requesting?
Discretion down to 17,000, and we would like to shoot the ILS DME FMS runway 6, and we can head over to 198 uniform anytime.
American 241 Romeo, roger, and you're cleared. Stand 5 flight clear. Yeah, American 241 Romeo, cleared direct to Foxtrot 198 uniform.
Clear direct, Foxtrot 198 uniform. Here we go, American 241 Romeo.
That's it. Exit jet 795, we're on frequency. Exit jet 795, Denver Center, roger. Montrose altimeter 3030.
Yeah, this is the beauty of flying in Colorado. Getting to look at all these beautiful mountains.
Number 10, call say again.
Yes, sir. It's 525 Sierra Delta. Just wondering if you had a score in the game.
Number 5250 Delta just started. I don't know. No, I can hear it 00.
Okay, thanks.
1,000 feet to go.
Take November 801 Whiskey Alpha to Telluride weather when you're ready.
Hey, 1 Whiskey Alpha. I heard you give it to another aircraft about 5 minutes ago. Has it changed since then?
Take November 801 Whiskey Alpha negative. It's still the same at 2010, wind 270 at 8, visibility 10, sky clear.
Yeah, that's what we've got too. 1 Whiskey Alpha.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and pull our props back to 1,500 RPM.
Denver Center Air Shuttle 6367 out of Telluride, 11,000.
We're picking up a little bit of speed going back today. Got 30 knots of tailwind.
6367 Denver Center, roger. Expect higher altitude when radar.
We get pretty close to 320 knots across the ground.
198 uniform.
We'll cross 90 uniform 16000. We'll give you a call when we do it. We're clear to approach Americans. 241 Romeo.
We're sitting here doing 323 knots across the ground, showing Denver Centennial, 36 minutes.
Air Shuttle 6367 radar contact 8 miles east of coast VOR 5 maintains high level 240 altitude.
High level 240, we're leaving 95 for Winslow, Shuttle 6367. Thank you.
November 801 Whiskey Alpha, descent at pilot's discretion, maintain 17,000. Telluride altimeter 3019er.
And we're just coming up over the top of Gunnison, Colorado here. Off into the distance there, about 12:31 o'clock, about 100 miles, you can see Pikes Peak sticking up.
That's 200 for 525 Sierra Delta.
Option 385, descent and maintain flight level 230.
Okay, we're out of 27 for 23,385. And American 241 Romeo is past 198 uniform, and we're out of 16 for 13.
American 241 Romeo, roger. Change of module frequency approved. Reports cancellation or downtime on this frequency. I will be able to talk to you on the ground.
Captain Vice Ground Control ready for departure. There is a temporary flight restriction over industrial field for more information. Contact Denver Flight Service. Advise on this.
350 Julia Bravo, contact Denver Center 119.85, 1985.
1985 for JB, good day, sir.
Whiskey 1953 to the weather. Wind 1408.
Contact Denver, approach 0.35.
Altimeter 3019. Visual correction is landing and departing runway 17 left.
Good afternoon, Denver Center. King Air 350 Judah Bravo's with you, 250 direct larks.
This is Airman News Caution for survey for excess of 24 inches in ramp areas. All ramps have patches and flush braking action spare. All vehicle aircraft advise ground control your direction of flight. The following special procedures in effect. All aircraft advise ground control ready for departure. There is a temporary flight restriction over industrial field. For more information, contact Denver Flight Service. Advise on initial contact of information with you.
And we'll be starting our initial descent down here in about 20-30 miles into Denver there. They'll make us cross Larks at 16,000. That's the initial crossing altitude for turboprops. If you're lucky enough to be a jet, they make you cross at 17.
1410, descend maintail 270. 1410 out of here. 1410, radio check.
Oh, we hear you now. Yeah, 1410, 33-2 for 290.
1410, roger. Descend and takeoff 270.
270, yeah, 1410. Shell 7055, contact Denver, approach 120.35.
2035 or Shell 7055.
Setting up our VNAV for Lark's intersection, put in 1,500 foot per minute descent. Tone will be ready to go down in 15 miles.
November 0, Juliet Bravo, cross Lark's at maintain 16,000, Denver altimeter 3021.
So Juliet Bravo, cross Lark's at 16,000, 3021. And he just gave us our initial crossing at 16,000, and we can start our descent at any time we want on that. Hey, Scotty, 350JB is about 20 out.
20 out, sounds good.
Sergio Apollo is vacating 250 for 16,000.
Alright, 350, Juliet Bravo, right.
And we're going to go ahead and start our initial descent into Denver now.
At 1410, cross powder at maintain level 1900 at 2509.
One thing that's pretty normal coming into Denver, coming over the front range here at these lower altitudes, a lot of times you'll get a little bump from the mountain waves coming over. Not expecting too much today, but in the summer months it gets pretty bad here.
Denver Center, Cactus 601, descending out of 31T for flight level 290.
Cactus 601, Denver Center, roger. Descend and maintain level 270.
Descend and maintain flight level 270, Cactus 601.
And we're now starting to feel a little bit of the bumps from a little bit of mountain wave coming over. Quite normal for the front range area.
Denver, United 1410. 1410, go ahead. Are you getting any scores for that football game going on? 10-0 Steelers right now. Thank you. Bravo, contact Denver approach 120.35.
2035 for JB. Good day, sir. Good afternoon, Denver approach, King Air 350, Juliet Bravo, 17.9 for 16,000, whiskey.
Air 350, Juliet Bravo, Denver approach, good afternoon. Denver altimeter 3018, expect visual approach only 17 left, just go.
18, and we're landing Centennial today, sir.
Juliet Juliet Bravo, expect visual approach. Runway 17 left, Centennial.
17 left, Centennial, JB.
Frontier 539, Centennial 13,000, 13,000. 13,000, Frontier 539.
1,000 to go for 16,000.
11,000, 210 knots, water ski 5502.
Air 350, Juliet Bravo, Centennial 14,000, 14,000. Can I approach 128.45?
14,000, 2845 for JB. Good day, sir.
Expect 16 left for Lakes Air 150.
And approach King Air 350, Juliet Bravo, with you out of 15.8 for 14,000.
350, Juliet Bravo, now approach the German. Southwest 2017, please direct solar. Direct solar, Southwest 2017.
We're just now joining the arrival. Just over Lark's intersection, make our left turn.
Here 350 Juliet Bravo, let's maintain 11,000, contact Denver approach on 132.75. Have a good day.
11,000 for JB, 3275, get 8.
Next approach 126.1, get 8.
126.1, good day, 243.
Denver approach, King Air 350 Juliet Bravo, with you out of 14 for 11,000, Centennial in sight with the reservoir.
King Air 350 Juliet Bravo, roger. I'll cut your voice shortly.
JB.
King Air 0 Bravo, instead of maintain 900,000, turn 10 degrees left, vector for traffic.
900,000, 10 left for traffic, JB.
King Air 0 Bravo, turn follow the north shore of the reservoir, covers your approach, runway 17 left, and maintain your maximum forward airspeed until the reservoir, please.
Juliet Bravo, cleared for the visual, turn final over North Shore, and we'll keep it fast for you. And we use this reservoir up here just north of Centennial as a reference point. They want us to go to the North Shore of it to turn final. And they want us to see how fast we can keep it. There's Centennial Airport off our right.
Falcon 82 Romeo Pump, turn. King Air 0 Bravo, thanks for the help. Contact Centennial Tower, 118.9, good day.
18.9 for JB, good day, sir. Centennial Tower, King Air 350 Juliet Bravo, with you on the visual for 17 left.
King Air 350 Juliet Bravo, Centennial Tower number 1, runway 17 left, clear to land, wind 140 at 8.
Juliet Bravo, clear to land, 17 left. Something nice about this airplane, you can slow them up pretty quick.
3016, wind 140 at 8.
Your speed's there, coming on down.
Cessna 826, the Cessna ahead and to your left off the parallel will be joining the pattern. Follow him.
Roger, follow that Cessna ahead on 17 left.
Cessna Fenton 2 Golf Kilo, Centennial Tower, fly straight out, runway 17 left, clear for takeoff, wind 140 at 8, traffic at King Air on a 4-mile final.
Okay, we'll go from King Air straight out, clear for takeoff, 17 left, 2 Golf Kilo.
King Air 0 Juliet Bravo, traffic is Cessna departing prior to your arrival, taking the runway now.
JB, we got him.
Tower, this is 2 Sierra Papa, am I clear for military traffic? Cessna 2 Sierra Papa, affirmative. Roger, 2 Sierra Papa.
Tower, this is 50826, where is the Cessna I'm supposed to follow?
Cessna 826, he is straight out ahead of you, just about Lincoln Avenue, entering right close traffic.
Roger, thank you. Inside.
$500.
Cessna 20 Papa number 1, runway 17 right, clear touch and go. Clear touch and go, 17 right, 20 Papa. Tower 82 Romeo Papa, visual 17 left. Falcon 82 Romeo Papa, Centennial Tower number 1, runway 17 left, clear to land, wind 130 and 10. Clear to land, 82 Romeo Papa. King Air 0 Julie Bravo, turn left on able, contact ground point 8.
Bravo, ground point 81 able.
Cessna 2 Golf Kilo, right turn westbound approved. 2 Golf Kilo, start right turn, thanks.
And ground, King Air 350 Julie Bravo's clear to mail.
King Air 0 Julie Bravo, Cincinnati, taxi to mail.
Chevy. Timberjet Center, King Air 350 Julie Bravo.
Mike, the King Air straight ahead will be going right into the ramp.
Julie Bravo, Timberjet.
Text into the mail ramp, need all 4 tanks topped up.
Copy, top 4.
And another successful flight. How we like them.
Okay, let me lift that one I'm having it. Fine. Okay, I should be able to find it. And November 8 Telluride Hotel, I have it now. You're clear to the Jackson Hole Airport via the Rockies 4 departure. Kremling transition and then as filed. Maintain 8,000. Denver departure frequency will be 132.75. Squawk 0661.
Shutdown, flight's complete. Have a good day. We cheated death again.